absolutely. And I think that he come back at the right time. And I said to him that it's time now not to go back. You can't go back on loan anymore. So we'll fight for your place here. And that's what he did. He got his nut down and trained really hard, outperformed many other strikers who were there. And he was just getting overlooked time and time again. And he was disheartening for the boy, So he was obviously got fortunate that Villas-Boas left the club. I took over, and I decided after a couple of weeks that it was right time to throw him into the fire.
Was it really a bid from Leicester for 600 grand?
Yeah. So the story goes that story goes, and it's 100% true. Yeah. I mean, I walk off the training pitch and I say to Harry on a Friday, "You're going to play tomorrow." So he looked at me as if to say, "Yeah, about time." And I like that attitude. I knew he wasn't going to be fretting in his bed, not sleeping all night. He'd come in, he was buzzing, probably got straight on the phone to his dad and his brother and his wife, girlfriend at the time. He was really excited to come back in. As soon as I got into the restaurant at the fantastic training complex there at Tottenham, I went upstairs and Franco Baldini comes over to me and he says, "Tim, the chairman wants to have a chat with you." So I go, "Fine." I said, "Where is it?" Just tell him I'm in here. He said, No, we'll go to his office. So he escorts me in there. So we sit down. So Daniel says, "All right, Tim, what's the team tomorrow?"
Yeah.
So I waste my time. I know exactly. I know what's coming. Waste my time. Lloris in goal, Walker, blah, blah, blah. And when I go up to the front, as soon as I mentioned Harry, he said, "Well, not Robbie, not Sardado, Addy." I said, No, Harry. He goes,
"Why is that?" But I've got to pull you up on this, right? Because as sitting here as a former owner, why is that wasting your time? You're going through the team, so why are you wasting your time? Have I misunderstood what you're saying?
Because he never asked me the team before. So he's asking me the team because he knows Harry Kane's playing.
Right.
So he's got wind that Harry Kane's playing. So now he wants to question me on why Harry Kane is playing instead of Roberto Saldado. Yeah. And I'm devaluing a player for £29 million what he spent, who's 28 years of age.
Right.
I said to him, it never even crossed my mind that I'd be devaluing him. I want to win the football match. Do you? He said, yes. I said, unless you're telling me that I can't play this player and you want me to play Saldado in front of him or someone else. He said, no, of course not.
Yeah.
I said, okay. And then he proceeded to tell me that we're not sure he's Premier League standard. And I said, who thinks he's not Premier League standard? He said, Franco.
Yeah.
So Franco's sitting there. So I look at Franco and I say, is that your opinion? He said, yeah. He said, we're looking for Champions League players. He goes like this, Champions League players. But I think we should let Harry move to somewhere else. I said, where do you suggest we let him go to? He said, well, we've got a bid from Leicester. I think we can let him go there. I said, how much is it? He said, 600 grand. I said, you want to sell this boy for 600 grand to Leicester? I said, he's at more than 600 grand worth of food since he's been at this club. I said, he's playing tomorrow, so we'll see how he goes, and then we'll take it from there. And obviously, he went into the team. He played and scored in the first 3 games and never looked back.
What would you have done if he'd have said to you, "No, actually, I don't want you to play him"?
Then I would have said, "Well, you stand in the dugout tomorrow then."